Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel, your one-stop source for all things royal family news. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been on everyone's mind lately. Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about Prince Harry and his appalling behavior. You didn't know that? Well, you're in for a shock. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one because there's some hidden info you definitely should know. Let's get started. Ever since Harry decided to leave the royal family and forge his own path in the United States, his behavior has often been nothing short of appalling. You might be wondering, what exactly has he done? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into some of the most shocking moments. First, let's talk about the things he said about members of the royal family. Some of his comments about Camilla, Catherine, and his brother William are things you just don't say about your family, right? Families are supposed to be the most important thing in our lives. We should do everything to keep them together and maintain peace. But Harry's actions seem to have done the opposite. What do you think? Shouldn't family unity come first? Let me know in the comments below. And it doesn't stop there. The king is reportedly unhappy with Harry's choice of company. Imagine being concerned that someone close to you could spill your personal stories in their next book or podcast. That's exactly the kind of fear Harry's actions have instilled. The last straw for the king was Harry's book, especially the things he said about Camilla. The king and Camilla are very much in love, and to see her offended in such a public manner was heart-wrenching for him. Could you forgive such an offense? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. But it's not just the king who's been hurt by Harry's actions. His brother William is reportedly very angry, and their feud seems far from over. Remember that infamous Oprah Winfrey interview? The accusations of racism within the royal family, especially the remarks about Archie's skin color, sparked a massive controversy. People with mixed-race backgrounds have said that discussing a baby's potential skin color is a normal conversation. But in the context of the royal family, it caused a huge uproar. What's your take on this? Do you think the royal family handled it well? Drop a comment. Harry did later clarify that it wasn't the Duke of Edinburgh or the Queen who made those remarks. But by then, the damage was done. The Queen's statement that recollections may vary was seen by many as a polite way of dismissing Harry and Meghan's claims. It seems like Harry's actions have made him somewhat of an outcast in the royal family. Now, here's something you didn't know. Harry, despite retaining his title, has chosen to stay in hotels rather than royal residences when visiting the UK. Recently, he stayed at the Coworth Park Hotel, a luxurious 5-star hotel near Windsor Castle. He claimed that royal residences didn't offer enough security. But here's the kicker. Royal palaces are like fortresses, heavily guarded by the Metropolitan Police. So, why the preference for a hotel? What do you think? Is it just an excuse, or does he have valid reasons? Share your thoughts. Back to Harry and the royal family. We all know that democracy is essential, and a general election is a big moment for any country. King Charles is about to face his first general election as monarch, a significant event that will take up much of his time and attention. This comes at a time when he's just recovered from a long illness. The king has always been deeply interested in social issues and the welfare of the less fortunate. His dedication to these causes often goes unnoticed, but he has consistently used his influence for positive change. Do you remember when Charles was called a crank for promoting organic farming? Now, organic food is everywhere in supermarkets. His visionary ideas, once ridiculed, have become mainstream. He has also been vocal about sustainable architecture, and his efforts have led to the beautiful transformation of areas like Poundbury. Charles has never been afraid to speak his mind, and he always backs his opinions with thorough research. Do you admire his dedication to these causes? Let me know in the comments. As we approach the general election, it's important to remember that the king's role, while significant, is ultimately subordinate to the will of the people. Democracy allows us to change our government when it doesn't meet our needs, and the king understands this duty. Although some royal events might be overshadowed by the election, the king remains committed to his responsibilities. Let's not forget the weekly meetings between the king and the prime minister. These private discussions are a crucial part of the monarch's role. Prince Charles is deeply invested in the country's welfare. He is particularly interested in helping the less well-off, often through unheralded initiatives. A wise prime minister would do well to listen to his advice. Now let's wrap this up with a question for you all. What do you think the future holds for Harry and the royal family? Will they ever reconcile, or is the rift too deep? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the royal family drama, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for more royal updates. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new videos. See you in the next one. You won't believe what's coming up next. Stay tuned for more royal revelations.